Mary Tyler Moore was born on December 29, 1936 in Flatbush, Brooklyn, to Marjorie Hackett and George Tyler Moore, a clerk. Her maternal grandparents were English immigrants, and her father was of English, Irish, and German descent. Moore's family relocated to California when she was 8. Her childhood was troubled, due in part to her mother's alcoholism. The oldest of 3 siblings, she attended a Catholic high school and married upon her graduation, in 1955. Her only child, Richard Meeker Jr., was born soon after. A dancer at first, Moore's first break in show business was in 1955, as a dancing kitchen appliance, Happy Hot Point, the Hot Point appliance elf, in commercials generally broadcast during the popular sitcom The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, 1952. She then shifted from dancing to acting, and work soon came, at first a number of guest roles on television series, but eventually a recurring role as Sam, Richard Diamond's sultry answering service girl, on Richard Diamond, Private Detective 1957, her performance being particularly notorious because her legs, usually dangling a pump on her toe, were shown instead of her face. Although these early roles often took advantage of her willowy charms, in particular, her famously beautiful dancer's legs, Moore's career soon took a more substantive turn as she was cast in 2 of the most highly regarded comedies in television history, which would air first run for most of the 1960s and 1970s. In the first of these, The Dick Van Dyke Show, 1961, Moore played Laura Petrie, the charmingly loopy wife of star Dick Van Dyke. The show became famous for its very clever writing and terrific comic ensemble. Moore and her fellow performers received multiple Emmy Awards for their work. Meanwhile, she had separated from her first husband, and later married advertising man and, later, network executive Grant Tinker. After the end of The Dick Van Dyke Show, 1961, Moore focused on movie making, co-starring in 5 between the end of the sitcom and the start of Mary Tyler Moore, 1970, including Thoroughly Modern Millie, 1967, in which she plays a ditzy aspiring actress, and an inane Elvis Presley vehicle, Change of Habit, 1969, in which she plays a nun-to-be and love interest for Presley. Also included in this mixed bag of films was a first-rate television movie, Run a Crooked Mile, 1969, which was an early showcase for Moore's considerable talent at dramatic acting. After trying her hand at movies for several years, Moore decided, rather reluctantly, to return to television, but on her terms. The result was Mary Tyler Moore, 1970, which was produced by MTM Enterprises, a company she had formed with Tinker, and which later went on to produce scores of other television series. Moore starred as Mary Richards, who moves to Minneapolis.